G'day and welcome back to a brand new series of Pooches at Play.
We had so much fun last time, we couldn't wait to bring you another.
We've been listening to all your feedback and made quite a few improvements, so we're sure you're going to love this series even more.
The only thing that hasn't improved are the cheeky antics of these two.
Oh, that's absolutely right. There's nothing we can do about it except get back into it.
Let's go. George?
Going to the vets is not something most dogs enjoy, is it, Harvey? I know. While some of the most common reasons for a vet visit can't be avoided, others can be reduced with some preventative care. Let's start with the annual checkup. Canine influenza and some other vaccination boosters are required annually, and as part of this visit, your vet will perform a full examination on your pooch. Remember, 1 year of your life is roughly equivalent, let's block your ears, to 7 dog years. I know. That's a long time when it comes to early disease detection and treatment. So even missing one annual visit could have a major impact on your dog's future health. Another common reason for a visit to the vets, particularly in spring and summer, is for the treatment of skin and ear issues. Humidity mixed with wet skin from dips in the ocean, as well as plenty of allergens in the air, can result in dermatitis and ear infections. Common symptoms include constant itching and licking at the skin and paws. It's important to get this diagnosed early so any potential bacterial or fungal infections can be treated. If left untreated, dermatitis can result in open, smelly and painful wounds, not to mention a very unhappy and constantly itchy pet. Determining the primary cause can take months of systematic trials and hard work, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Another common and rather unpleasant reason for vet visits are dogs' anal glands. These glands are 2 sacs located at about 4 and 8 o'clock at the entrance of your dog's bottom. They secrete a special signature marker on stools when they're passed. As dogs communicate mostly with their nose, this signature scent acts to inform other dogs about their personal information, which is why they sniff each other's bottoms when they meet. It's the equivalent of a little friendly handshake. Anal glands can become overfull and cause irritation to the dog, which may result in the dog scooting along the floor or licking around the area. Some of the time, this scooting effectively empties the glands. However, if it doesn't, and your dog is doing this frequently, for more than a day or so, you'll need to visit your vet so that the gland material can be expressed manually. This helps to avoid impaction and painful abscess formation. In severe cases, surgical removal of the glands can also be performed. Another top reason for a visit to the vets is vomiting and diarrhea due to gastroenteritis. Dogs aren't the most discerning eaters, gobbling down old and rotten food they find at the park. Other times they may be fed overly fatty or rich leftovers from the dinner table. Mild cases may self-resolve, but if vomiting and diarrhea continue, dehydration is a real risk. So if symptoms persist beyond a day, or if your dog is very young or elderly, take them straight to the vet for assessment. IV fluids and hospitalisation may well be required. Worse still, pancreatitis may be the underlying cause, and failure to treat this properly can lead to death. A quick in-house blood test can rule out this nasty disease at the first visit. HIF Pet Insurance can help with some of the costs associated with vet visits. Check out their website for full details. Isn't that right, Harvey? Yeah, I know.
So what's this kid's sofa-looking thing?
It's not a kid's sofa, it's Darcy's I Can See dog car seat.
Oh yeah, why's he got that?
Well, it helps keep him restrained and stops him from distracting me while I'm driving. Plus, it helps him sit up high so he can look out the window and check out the scenery.
That'd be good for dogs that get car sick.
Yeah, and the great thing is as well, it keeps the hair off the seat covers, which is very important with him.
That's cool. Where do they come from?
Queensland, actually, so they're Australian made and owned, and they're all about quality.
Queenslander!
And you can even tailor make your own. You can choose your own design, your own fabric. In fact, I'm thinking of getting Darcy one with his picture all over it now that he's a TV star and all.
That's pretty cool. I reckon he'd like one with George's face on it.
Maybe. Well, you know what you can also do? You can take them off and wash them once they get a bit dirty. And, well, yeah, if he wants to change the design, we can just order another one.
Check him out. It's like a throne, Darcy.
Well, yes, this one is big, but this is a medium because him and his little mate Harvey like to sit in it together, don't you? So you can get small and large as well.
So I can get one for George?
Well, they're for little ones because George's head will hit here.
Yeah, he's a pretty big dog.
You can buy the I Can See dog car seat online on their website. Check it out for more information. We all know how clean eating is beneficial for us humans and how eating superfoods can keep us healthy and fight off disease. Well, raw food diets and adding superfoods for our pets is equally beneficial. Now, Chris, when we talk about clean eating, do we mean washing our hands?
No, we absolutely do not. Clean eating, when we're talking about the dog food, is all natural raw diets. And what all raw natural diet will do is give you all your macronutrients, micronutrients. So macro, we're talking your proteins, your carbohydrates, your fats in a good stable form.
Okay.
That's beneficial to our pets. And then our micronutrients, we're talking about your vitamins and your minerals and all that sort of thing, which there's a plethora of all that coming through in this particular diet.
So if we're adding superfoods, what kind of superfood should we be giving to our pets, and what do you guys use in your food?
Yeah, so our common superfoods that people can relate to pretty quickly is coconut oil. It's fantastic for human beings, but it's also just as good for our pets. There's plenty of benefits involved with coconut oil. Some simple ones is like the clean and healthy coat. Dogs that suffer from yeast infections,
Yes.
coconut oil will help combat that.
Okay.
So it's really good oil to be including in their diet. Other ones we've got here is turmeric, a potent anti-inflammatory,
Yes.
anti-cancer, antiviral. There's more research coming out about omega-3 content that can go through and reach the blood-brain barrier or go through the blood-brain barrier, which is really important. We've got nettle there as well, full of vitamins and
Is that the
minerals.
green one?
That's the green one. Full of vitamins and minerals and really high in iron. We include that in some of our diets. Chia seed we've got there. Yeah, we activate that as well. It's much more digestible when we put that into our formulations activated. And then we've got some high potency yeast. Yeah, Diamond V yeast it is. It's really great for the immune system. Very high in your B complex vitamins.
Okay, so that's really good to give our dogs. So this is kind of what you put in so we don't have to go and add it all ourselves.
Absolutely, and on top of that you're going to get a potent source of antioxidants, so anti-aging, anti-cancer. You've got flavonoids coming out. Bioflavonoids.
Yes.
You've got active enzymes, and enzymes are so beneficial for our dogs because it helps with the digestion process. And there's only a finite amount of enzymes in the dogs, in us as well. And once we use all that, we're a bit of a goner.
We're dead.
We're dead.
Once we take out all the enzymes, we're dead. So we've got to put them in.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, but that's true. We've got to keep replacing our enzymes. So with raw diets, plenty of enzymes, we're putting them back in the system.
All right. So there are some superfoods that we think might be good for our dogs. You've got things like garlic here. There's a bit of debate at times around garlic.
Yeah, there is. There's always debate around with garlic, but look, a small portion of it is very good for you and very beneficial for the dog. It's nature's antibiotic.
Okay, and then the tomato. So some people say don't give tomato, some say do.
Yeah, well, when we include tomato in our diets, we're chasing that lycopene content. Again, more research has been found about it being anti-cancer. So it's really quite beneficial. In some of our scientific formulas, we'll put through a blend of tomatoes as well.
All right, we just don't want to add the green bits, I'm told.
Absolutely not.
All right, we keep away from them. We've got eggs, which is great, lots of veggies, carrots, all of that.
Yeah, well, everything's there. I suppose the only other important thing we should talk about is the omega-3s.
Right.
Most of the diets out there today, if it's not in a raw state, is really high in omega-6, which are inflammatory.
Right.
Which creates aging, creates autoimmune diseases. So high level omega-3s, which we can obtain naturally from fish, such as your salmon here and your sardines, which goes through our formulas as well. That provides an excellent level of omega-3s and that anti-inflammatory effect.
All right, so what's the easiest way to get like optimal nutrition for our pets?
The easiest way is to feed a raw diet.
Okay.
Now, you have a choice of going and making it yourself, which can be labour intensive, or it is. Alternative, we can do it for you.
Yeah, that sounds easier.
Well, there you go. In a really convenient 250 gram patty.
Easy. All right, well, if you'd like to find out about a raw food diet, why not visit the Big Dog website? Sounds a bit easier than making all of that.
Thanks, Lara.
Looks a bit easier too.
With Australia holding one of the highest rates of pet ownership in the world, pets have inevitably become part of our way of life. And now there's a growing demand for pet-friendly places to stay, restaurants and activities, which is where takeyourpet.com.au comes in. They connect the dots between passionate pet owners and the best pet-friendly accommodation, restaurants and activities all over the nation. Simple, transparent and driven by a close-knit community. Take Your Pet helps people plan their next adventure with their fur babies, all in just a few clicks of the mouse. To showcase and join the largest pet-friendly database in Australia, contact Take Your Pet today. For those headed to the south coast of New South Wales, Reflections Holiday Park Spermagui offers dog-friendly accommodation in a stunning seaside setting. From its beautiful beaches and spectacular scenery to award-winning restaurants and world-class fishing, Spermagui has all the ingredients to create timeless holiday memories with family and friends. Offering just the right mix of charm and convenience, Reflections Holiday Park Spermagui is the perfect place to sit back, relax and savour all this pretty town has to offer. Looking for a pet-friendly escape where you and your pooch can get away from the big smoke and relax in comfort? Check out Riverbush Holiday Cottages in Berry, South Australia. Situated on 38 acres of bushland and gardens, the fully self-contained cottages have everything you need for a comfortable stay. With 3 bedrooms, barbecue facilities, loads of living space and well-equipped kitchens, you'll be set for a weekend or week away. The best thing is it's only a 400-metre walk to the beautifully landscaped riverfront. For more pet-friendly accommodation ideas, visit the Take Your Pet website.
It can be heartbreaking when your dog goes blind, whether it's progressive or happens suddenly. It can be really hard to know how to help them adapt. I'm visiting with Marie and her 12-year-old pug Marla, who's gone blind over the last 3 months. So they're having some troubles and we're going to see if we can help. So how did Marla lose her sight?
Well, I noticed her pupil was dilated, so I took her to a specialist and he said it was trauma to the head.
Right.
And then eventually her eyelid didn't function, no tears were produced and then an ulcer developed.
So that was about 3 months she's lost her sight?
Sure, and then the other eye, just old age.
Okay.
Yeah, nerve damage, they said again, and lost her sight there as well.
So I noticed Marla has a gash on her back.
Yes, because she doesn't know where she's walking. She's scraping her body, she's hitting her head against the walls, walking into doors, falling down steps.
Okay, so it takes them a little while to adapt. Now, it's really important that we make sure that the whole house and outside is safe for a dog. So we need to get down to the dog's level. Yeah. We need to check for any sharp corners on tables, chairs, and just make sure that they are buffered. If you've got a swimming pool, it needs to be fenced off, and the garden needs to be clear of rubbish and anything hazardous. So that's the number one thing we need to do. The good news is, dogs are actually quite adaptable when they lose their sight because their number one sense is their sense of smell, followed by their hearing, and then eyesight comes third. So the great news is a dog can adapt really easily if we tap into that sense of smell and also that sound. So what we want to be doing is we want to help Marla feel more comfortable, feel more confident, and if we can help her do that, she'll be adapted real easily. We're the ones that feel the loss, not the dog so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, come on Marla, they're going to help you around, huh? Yeah. A great way to tap into a dog's sense of smell is to use essential oils, and you can put them around different rooms. So for lavender for your bedroom, if Marla's allowed in there, that will help her identify that. We could use strawberry in the lounge room, and what you also want to do is put it near different things that they use regularly. So in the lounge room, Marla's bed is there, so we'd put a drop next to that so she knows that that is her safe zone in the lounge room. And in the kitchen, what have we got? Vanilla, perfect. So then that way she can find herself from room to room. Now we also want to tap into the sense of sound. Wind chime by that back door will be awesome because then Marla will know that's her entry point to go in and out. And then also we want to talk to them as much as possible. And we also could use bells in the early days. So you're wearing a bell so she knows where you are. And you could also use them on other dogs and then they act as a guide to your dog. So we're going to help map out the place as well. That's really important. You use different textured rugs to show Marla where to go. Come on, Marla. So here, for example, this floor is quite slippery actually.
It is because she's gone sliding and also hit her head against the bifolds.
Okay, all right. So they're a bit of a hazard. What we want to do is we put a rug here. It shows her where the front door to the lounge room is. Plus it helps keep her on track and then she can find her way through and not slip as well. Terrific. We're also going to get some other mats of different kind of textures so that we can then show her where other areas of the house are.
Fantastic.
All right, so once we've mapped out the house, what we're going to do is put Marla in a harness, a nice tight one so we've got good control, and we're going to show her around the home. Now you're going to need to do this constantly, a few times every day, so she can really begin to navigate her way around. We're going to use voice to give commands and help teach that to her as well. So let's give some direction. Remember, consistency. Come on, Marla, let's go. Yes. Good girl. Left, and I'm showing her left. And we're going to keep doing that in every room and give her some direction as well. Left.
This is a difficult area because she does hit her head against this door and also falls down those steps.
Okay, so if we were to get a couple of different mats here, this one we'd put on the inside And then Marla will learn, we give her some voice commands as well, which we'll work on later. So she knows that this means, oh, door coming up, and she'll wait for her senses to check whether the door's open or not. And then we have a different kind of mat on the outside, and then that way she knows, oh, I'm outside coming up, and this one means inside going down. Good girl, yes, step down. Yes, good girl, Marla. So what we've done there is, again, we're showing her where the steps are and giving her new commands. Step down, putting our voice down. When we go the other way, step up, yes, when she gets it right. Keep practicing that and she'll soon learn. Step down, you can be calling it from the lounge room and she'll know, oh, this is what I need to do here. Now, once we've sort of mapped out the house and we've done all this, the important thing is, don't change it.
Okay.
Sure. Cannot change it. So what we need to be doing then is we also need to keep all the floors clear, because remember, anything is a hazard for a blind dog. And if you take a chair out, you need to put a chair back in. Really important. If you do go out and you leave her alone, I would recommend just leaving a small space for her to start off with until she's really, you know, comfortable in the house, and then leave a TV or radio on, so it, you know, gets rid of that feeling of isolation that they might have, and also helps them find where rooms are as well. How are you feeling about it?
Well, a lot more confident. I was absolutely clueless before you came on board, so learning all these tips is fantastic.
Oh,
so,
good to hear.
I'll definitely implement them.
Good. All right, so remember, it is really important to do it right. So if you do need some extra help and want to get a qualified trainer in, visit the NDTF website. That's a good place to start, and build their confidence, keep them safe, and life can be just as normal as it used to be.
Thank you.
Don't forget, you can check out all the Pooches at Play antics, competitions and more on our social media pages.
We're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
George and Darcy would love you to check out their Instagram pages as well.
Yeah, they've got a way to go before they become Insta Pooches. Sorry, guys.
They're still very cute.
They are.
Just like humans, dogs like to look cool and fashionable as well. There's a whole range of products out there. Mel's here from PETstock. Tell me all about their wonderful Pooches coats.
Yeah, we've got a great range of dog coats for winter. We've got 3 brands that we have in store, and there's a really wide variety of sizes to suit every type of dog, from fashion ranges right up to premium dog coats.
So they're not just cool and sexy, they're practical as well?
Yes, they are.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Well, first up, we've got Freddie in a very fashionable raincoat.
Yes, we do. He's part of our DGG range. The raincoat's new to the range this year. DGG's Doggone Gorgeous, which is suited to more small to medium-sized dogs. The range is highly fashionable and also super warm. So it's got some cute warmies that your dog can lounge around the house in. Millie here's wearing one of our fashionista coats. So this is a great coat to take your dog out to the local cafe or down to the park.
I can see Millie licking on a puppuccino absolutely at a cafe.
Yes, definitely. She's looking gorgeous.
Well, here comes Charlie Brown. What's Charlie wearing?
Charlie's wearing our Rough and Rugged range. Rough and Rugged is kind of tough, it's easy to wear, and it comes in a really broad range of sizes, so it suits most dogs. There's also some really cute flannel shirts in the range.
Perfect for the tradies dog.
Absolutely.
I should get one in high vis.
Yep, definitely.
And here comes the lovely Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy's wearing our Australian Frontier range. This is our premium range of dog coats, so really superior fit and style and great quality fabrics. They come in a large size range from double extra small to triple extra large.
Looks quite washable as well.
It is. All our coats are really easy to care for. They've got information on the labels. We've also got a size guide online so your customers can choose their dog coat, and our helpful staff will always assist you in store to make sure you've got the right size coat.
Fantastic range of furry fashions. You can get them at your local PETstock store or online. I'm here with Janine Allis and her daughter Talia. Janine's the founder of Boost Juice and one of the sharks on Shark Tank. It's not the most friendly term, is it?
It's not actually. When I first said, they said when you want to be a shark, I went, I don't want to be a shark. And there's connotation of that, but in actual fact, it's a great gig to find out about other great businesses. But equally, people think these Dobermans, these beautiful, soft, sooky lala Dobermans, are actually scary.
So these two are
mother and son.
Mother and son. We've got Leroy here. And what's the mother's name?
She's Gracie.
She's Gracie. So these guys come into the office with you?
Yeah, we have a dog policy in the office where you can bring your dog, no problems. So yeah, so they come into the office, they just hang around, they just want to be with you.
And the Boston Terrier, what's his name?
His name's Bailey, and Talia did 45 million hours worth of research to work out which is the best dog for her, and so we've brought Bailey into the family.
And how's Bailey settling in with the Dobermans?
Really good. They ignore her, and he just tries to play with them. But no, they haven't eaten him at all.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Well, there you have it, a very powerful woman with some very powerful dogs.
Actually, Dobermans are exactly that. They're powerful on the outside, but gooey on the middle. Actually, a bit like sharks on Shark Tank.
Yeah, or,
they're really soft.
Or like a caramello koala.
Could be like that.
Not that I've ever wanted to eat a Doberman, but strong on the outside and gooey on the inside. Just sounds delicious.
Like sharks and Dobermans.
Yeah.
No.
Do you reckon they'd let me give him a lick?
No.
No. I'll let that be.
Yeah.
Would you like to win a Pawsome prize pack valued at $3,000 for you and your furry friend? Thanks to our wonderful partners, one lucky viewer is going to win a $500 PETstock gift voucher, a year's supply of Glow dog food, $500 worth of Big Dog pet products, a year's supply of Vita Pet treats, $200 worth of Gumi pet products, and for you, an amazing $500 massage and wellbeing voucher from HIF. All you have to do is tell us the name of a dog that has appeared in one of our Pooches at Play segments and why your pooch deserves to win. It's that easy. We also have 10 $50 PETstock gift vouchers with a Take Your Pet travel pack to give away for runners-up. To enter, visit the Pooches at Play website. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm exhausted.
It's always good to learn new things.
I'm always learning new things, but I don't reckon George remembers anything.
We can only but try. If you'd like to learn some more, don't forget to visit our website, poochesatplay.com.
We'll bark at you next week.
Oh, more dad jokes. More dad jokes, Darcy.